Hello, welcome to Love Cradle International's transition home here in central Ukraine. As you see behind me is the transition home. It's a two-story duplex, and it has full living accommodations on either side. It's actually like two full duplexes, and right now we're discussing about, as you'll see on the upper floor, second floor above that, there's room for expansion. So we are looking at developing the third level, the third floor, and when we do that, that'll give us approximately 12 to 14 bedrooms here in this home. We're also, at the same time, we're also developing here to my right. You'll see to my right here, or excuse me, my left, is a garden area that we're developing. It's just been recently tilled over, and just there to the back and to the left is where the vineyard is being planted. So this area will be all worked over, and it'll be a nice garden area. That big metal shed you see in the back is for holding hay, and we're going to move that over. And there's a good possibility that we'll have maybe a cow or two here on the property as well, providing milk. If you look over on my right side, you'll see developing orchard here. It actually is a very good and producing orchard. We have about, I guess, close to 40 trees, different various types of fruit, from apple, apricots, cherries. We have nut trees, walnut trees, and we're planting, today we're even planting more trees. We're planting a couple of peach trees, some more apple trees, and some more cherry trees. So that being said, if you just look over my left shoulder here, or to the right past the garage, there's a big area, a big garden area in there, and that's an area that we want to erect, set up a greenhouse, at least one, or maybe two. And again, what is the purpose is to really make good use of the soil, to produce and tap a type of business here that orphan children can participate in, that they could learn and earn, get connected to the community, get connected to the local church. This is like a discipleship center, and so it's our hope that it will be very productive, and that children would be very blessed. It's also, this being a discipleship center, this is also the main center for distribution of humanitarian goods all throughout Ukraine for the orphan children, from shoes and coats to really warm blankets, all types of special programs. This is a jump-off point for mission teams with Love Cradle International here in, coming from overseas here to Ukraine. With a property like this, there's a substantial amount of work, and we've got a great family here, house parents, very gifted, and we're very thankful to have them. And in this work, we're looking at things that are needed here. One of the things that's needed is we'd like to get a substantial tractor, a smaller one, where you can put a plow, and you can put like a 3-point hitch and a cultivator. You can put harrows on it. You could pull a trailer. This is something that's very essential, and I'm hoping that people in North America, Europe, maybe consider donating towards this, or actually maybe contributing an older tractor. We can ship it over. We're also working on here the electricity in Ukraine, it's really spikes a lot and drops. It's not a consistent grid, which is a real problem, because it could damage appliances, wiring in the house. So we're looking at putting in sort of a step up, step down type of a unit transformer that will regulate the flow of electricity to the home. That's another project that we have to do within the home. Just here to my right, you could see at the corner of the house, that's where the existing water line comes in. We want to drill a well right next to that, something close to 200 feet, that will provide really good water for the home, for the children, the people, and also for the greenhouse. Right now, we're supplied with town water, and this town water is has a tremendous amount of sediment in it. Quality is very poor, and just recently we've been losing water like twice a day, you know, every day, where for periods of time you have no water. It's cut off. So that being said, and the flow is extremely poor, so that's why we've even had to put a pump, into the water system here, just so we could have half decent water pressure. So by us drilling a well here, that will help. That will help alleviate that problem. That specific project's going to cost us about estimated around $3,000 just for the drilling of the well, and then maybe an extra pump, and the piping and the hookup will be extra. So that's another project that we're working on. Here to my right here is again like the orchard I had talked about, and I talked about the renovating on the upper part of the house, and that's again another ongoing project. Just to close, I just want to share with you a little bit about this edition on President's Corner is what's happening here in Ukraine as of today. There is a ceasefire that's taken place in eastern Ukraine, but fighting still is ongoing. There's daily skirmishes, and you know, I'm not sure what's going to happen in eastern Ukraine, but it seems that there still is some trouble on the horizon. As for the Crimea, you know, winter's approaching, and they're having issues with water and also with electricity and gas, these kinds of things, and also getting hard goods into Crimea is difficult now. The long and short of it is that if eastern Ukraine continues to look vulnerable, it will always be a temptation to take hold of that vulnerability and take it use it to an advantage. So that being said, you'll see in this President's Corner a link also about what's happening in Ukraine, and that's what I wanted to focus on was prayer. Is that this nation is praying. They're praying, and they're gathering in their cities and towns and villages. In Kiev recently there was a huge gathering of people worshiping and praying for their country. And I believe that that many people here in Ukraine are not looking to any country to help them, you know, through this crisis anymore. Maybe the government is to some degree, but people that live in these little villages and these farmers, people that live in this little town where we are, they're really looking to the Lord to help them, and they're praying. And I just want to encourage all of you, pray with the people of Ukraine. Pray that God would be their deliverer and would free them from this war in the east, and that this country would be reunited. Situation in winter, we don't know what's going to happen with the gas here. Delivery of gas from Russia, very volatile, and it could change within a matter of hours. That being said, orphanages will experience, I believe, difficulty this winter. Most winters, the orphanages are, you know, they only have so much heat, and there's need. There's great need here in Ukraine, in many of the orphanages. As you know, this country is struggling economically. Right now, they will not sell or do not want to sell US dollars for the hryvnia here anymore. They're limiting the amount of transactions people can take out of the bank. And this is all of because of the economic climate, great concern of hyperinflation and also runs on the bank. So this is the environment here today in Ukraine. And I just want to say to you folks, thank you for supporting this ministry, Love Cradle International. We need your help for these kids. There's work going on, and may God bless you. Thank you.